It's Tuesday, 24th of October. We are starting the week a day late because of a severely delayed travel, which didn't seem to get back till late last night. So, been up since the early hours, going through orders from the weekend. Very conscious that I don't want those to be hanging around. Where we are starting the week is 150,140 parts, 8562 lots. There were a whole bunch of sales over the weekend. Thankfully, none of them too massive in terms of, kind of the pick time. So I've been able to get through them in maybe 2.5, 3 hours, which is pretty good. October is looking like this. So we are up on last month by a fair old chunk, but the last week was actually a slower week than the week before. So only 42 orders, which I think it was 40 something last week. So pretty close. Maybe half an order a day less. Brickowl really, really quiet. I'm not going to go into too much on the detail of all of this stuff. Dark red making a bit of a run up the chart. White, not as high as I thought it would be. I thought that was going to be a big winner this week. And you can see what sales and no inventory added since Thursday has done to the graph. A little bit of a plateau with items declining. Lots staying pretty constant, which isn't too bad. But that's where we're at on that. In terms of YouTube, the video has gone like out the door. 302 views, which is sensational. In fact, it's gone up to 309 since I opened this window, and we're up to 477 subscribers. So we are galloping towards that 500 mark, which is bloody exciting. Had a few things that I wanted to do today in terms of there's a mock that someone bought some parts for that I wanted to share. There was a really kind tip from Tanya from Sydney Brick Emporium that I just wanted to talk about, but I'm going to talk about those later after I've got all of the orders out of the door. So let's take a quick run through those so I can continue pounding through everything that I need to get done this morning, along with having lost a day's worth of work time. International order, this one I think it's going to New Zealand. Whole load of masonry bricks, some car parts, general kind of stuff. Big order, some dark blue grey, a heap of light blue grey. Cleared me out of several items on that, and as you know, that means I need to replenish. Cracking little order here. First time I really had a big bulk order of sticker sheets, all of those Star Wars stickers. And then we're into a whole bunch of minifigure parts. I don't know whether they're Dark Troopers or Death Troopers, can't really remember. Couple of one used one, a couple of those, yes, so a whole bunch of that, and then a bunch of minifigure torsos and stuff. Again, predominantly Star Wars, apart from the one city police guy. So someone continuing to build the Stormtrooper army. And then over here, just have a quick glance around. There's no names or address showing. I don't think there is, which is good. Luckily, all of these were fairly easy picks. Like the volume of them means it took time, but the sorry if you can hear somebody drilling outside. So yeah, a couple of parts there. Some lightsabers. Thought I had 2 of those, can only find 1, so I need to do a refund on that. Just some general parts there. Some more lightsaber blades and a rangefinder. Some of those used green slopes, which is kind of the slave continuing. 2 parts there, a Star Wars fighter pilot, which is Biggs Dark Eye Lighter, that's the one. Some Hoth Trooper, Snow Trooper, little control panels from the back. Another piece from the used slave, which is good. An Ahsoka and a Dark Trooper there. A whole bunch of Imperial Shadow Troopers. A AT-AT driver and a astromech top. Some more, so Lando in his Return of the Jedi outfit, an Imperial Guard, and some parts. More parts. There's a lot of parts, isn't there? More parts. One of those. I know from experience, trying to find this part with the little nodules on the end and not just the clips at four corners is a tough gig. I was doing it for a rebrickable modular build. It took me ages to get the right one. The amount of times sellers sent me the wrong one was annoying, but I've got it right first time. Bunch of 1x1 tiles. This one is a continuation of the order that was already open for a buyer that's kind of working through a bunch of sets. This one is a few tiny little parts, some white bits, Kermit and Animal, and the last one is just your bog standard Star Warsy looking parts. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 orders to do. I've got one that's still pending that's going to be a local pickup, but I'm not going to prioritize that until that is paid, so that I can get these all packed and out the door. So next job, postage labels and the few bits as a refund that I need to do, and then I'll come back and talk a bit more about what we're going to try and squeeze into the week, but it'll come as no shock to anybody that with new drawers having sitting vacant and a big pile of parts waiting to be parted out and all of this stuff still waiting to be put away from last week. Really should have done that because it's annoying the crap out of me now. There's going to be a lot of inventory work this week. And I've just spotted some more orders that are still not done. Oh man alive, I forgot about those ones. Okay, so there's a bunch more orders for me to do, but I'm going to get all of these packed up first, I think, so I can clear some room. Okay, so that pile was 6 more orders, which I've done. This one was listed as new. It's got some scuffs on it, so refunding and sending for free. This one, a few minifigures, some Imperial Scout Troopers and a Death Trooper. A couple of bodywear parts on that one. Mixed bag of bits and pieces there. This one's off to the UK, so a bit of an assortment of mainly light blue grey, some coloured stuff and some used stuff. And similarly with this one, a mixture of light blue grey, a little bit of black and some of the used stuff again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 more orders, which takes us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 orders, right? So let's get them all packed up and ready to go. It's Tuesday afternoon, all the post is gone, and now just trying to tackle some of the inventory that's arrived over the weekend and stuff that was already here that needed putting away. But I thought I'd give you a proper look at what I got on that pick a brick wall in New Zealand. So blue brackets, a lot of wheels, wagon wheels, don't know what you would call them. Dishes, I think they're 6x6 dishes, aren't they? Don't know what you'd call those. Those are those bits that I was trying to describe with the little lippy bit. Some straightforward bricks, those dark blue brackets, and then a lot of red, yellow, orange, just bits really. But yeah, decent little haul out of a pick a brick wall. Excuse me. As you can see, it is total chaos everywhere over here. With a big mound of bricks that need sorting and some more down there. It's a pretty big BSX file that I've got on the go. It's coming in at 8,924 parts at the moment, and I've still got some of the new CMFs and those battle packs to add to this file, but I'm just making a start and trying to sort out some of the parts to make some room, because there's going to be a little bit of reallocation, I would suspect. When you've got things like 150 of those, you're going to need a bit more room. which will probably force me to have to go and get another one of those or something sometime this week. But anyway, I'm going to crack on with that for now, and then I'll catch you up soon. Wednesday morning, and 7/6 orders, because one of them's combined into, two of them are combined into one in this morning. So and they're all domestic letter, so pretty straightforward, not the biggest, so pretty quick to get through. This one a whole bunch of Technic axles, some wedges, and a smattering of minifigure parts. TIE Fighter windshield. This is another thing that kind of Brickowl does a little bit differently. It kind of has different part numbers for things, so you've got to go into Bricklink to find the actual part number, because it's those ones through Brick Store that I use for bagging them up where there's multiples or singles even, so that I can tell which part it is accurately. So whilst the colour naming is exactly the same as Lego, the part numbering seems to be different as it is on Brickowl and that whatnot. One used part, the 1x10 brick, and a couple more of those wedges, of which I had a batch of them, so they continue to tick over, which is nice. This one is a whole load of wedges and some curved slopes, so and one dark blue one in amongst that, which is kind of cool. A minifigure order, so I'm going down the classics route here: an Obi-Wan, an R2, a C-3PO, and a Chewie, and then a Mandalorian thrown into the mix as well, so that's pretty cool. And then this one is the one that was 2 orders, so the one order was just the slopes and the torsos, and then the next one is the Shock Trooper and a Gamorrean Guard. So that's 2 orders bagged into one. I've also got the local pickup one that was a while ago to pick right now, as that's going to be picked up in a little while. And I've managed to pick up a couple of those scary pirate cave, whatever, using VR Insider points to buy some things. So that's got to be done today. Those to be parted out today, maybe, because I have got all of this stuff, those battle packs and some CMFs to figure out from yesterday, and some more parts have arrived, and I'm still to sort out these few little drawers from reallocation from scale. Ironically, kind of getting quite tight on the drawers. I'm going to check Spotlight in a little while to see if they've got a sale on. I'm not going to pay full price for these when they go on sale so regularly, so I'm after one of these big drawers and one of these little drawers, and the plan is to shift the amp and the speaker and use that piece of the wall there. It's like a virtual reality tour, this, isn't it, to have those 2 stacks there. So as ever, lots of little bits and pieces that need done. I love you saying that word, don't I? I say it all the time. But next up is picking the local collection order, which is not too crazy in terms of quantity. There's a lot of dark red 1x1s there to go through, some sand blues and things like that. So regular buyer, so I'll get that sorted next, and then he's collecting that in the next couple of hours. So onwards, as is tradition. Still almost without fail at the moment. Just about to go to the post office with the other orders, and this little one came in for 2 minifigure heads, exactly the same. 4th time the customer's been back, so delighted with that. So just going to add that one to the pile and then get those taken, and then when I come back it is attacking this bundle of battle packs. As you can see, the desk is starting to look a little bit tidier. There's less cups lying around. There's none over there, which is always a good sign. And the reallocation is kind of almost complete as well. So plenty of progress being made this morning amongst doing real work in inverted commas. So get this one packed up and off it goes. Thursday morning, 3 orders in overnight. another sticker sheet. They are proving popular. This one from the Yavin base, and some Star Wars parts, Starfighter type things. Although, is it just a Starfighter with a drop down canopy, like footbridge? Is that more like a Kylo Ren shuttle? Don't know. A whole bunch of minifigure torsos and a leg assembly and an accessory. And then on Brickowl, just a whole bunch of tan parts. So easy stuff, quick picks, that's good. I wonder if not having uploaded anything for a week is starting to show a little bit of a slowdown. That said, the BSX file that I've been working on with all the parts is coming along nicely. I've got one more part out to do, which is the spider tank. 3 copies of that gives you another 1600 parts to add to the other BSX file that I've been doing. Obviously, this entire set is really all about that. This is not adding, other than the Bo-Katan minifigures, we're not adding any new lots to the site at all. We've dipped under the 150,000 parts as well. Maybe that's having an impact. I don't know. But my plan is to get this parted out today. I've got to make a trip to the storage unit. I'm going to pick up some used whilst I'm there to start populating those new drawers and get this done today, upload the big file, and I'll come back to do that ahead of the weekend, so there's plenty of new inventory in the store. So get these orders packed up and then get to the lockup, get the used parts, and then come back and do the part outs. Okay, just back from the storage unit, and I'm going to get into all that used parts after I've done the part out of these 3. Some other parts have come in, good replenishment of those 4x4 plates, and just general Star Warsy stuff that just sells through at a great rate. So that stuff I think is about 1600 parts to be added into the BSX file, of which this part out will be added into that BSX file as well, and then that is going to be uploaded as one massive BSX file, probably getting in the region of maybe getting close to 20,000 parts going to get uploaded today, which is a great hit for the week. But I'm going to do a separate video on parting out in that kind of continuation of that series of the how-tos stuff. So I'm all set up. Ignore that little bit over there, still getting waiting to put away. All the cups are out, ready to roll. So yeah, that's what's next, and then I'm going to talk used bricks and what we're going to start with, which I think is going to be kind of a nice little segment, hopefully anyway. Part out's completed, just verifying the file. Bo-Katan done, those parts that came in, it is 19,000 and something parts that are going up. It is a lot of parts. There's one brick that I don't know where it lives, which I just want to find out where it belongs. It's after that one. Bear with me. That one, 244. I'll just make a note of that. 244. Okay, so there's old Bo-Katan doing the business. So it's a long way down, isn't it? We are looking at 19,233 parts to add to the store. Send out notifications given that there's been no orders through today. Clearly a slow day. Hopefully the weekend's going to charge it up. What does that take us to? This way, people. Oh, got my browser sitting a bit low. So close. 169, 196. So we are less than 1,000 parts short of 170, which is a fair old effort, you have to say. So far ahead of where we want it to be. So that's a good little hit. Some CMFs going in there. all sorts of parts, some minifigures. I need to go back and see where he's getting stashed. So I can remember to put him away because he's still sitting on my desk. So yeah, great little part out bunch of stuff. Let me just find him. Where is he? He's in here somewhere. There he is. T3. Okay, I'll make a note of that as well. Tray 3 for the minifigure, drawer 244 for the modified brick. Yeah, so awesome. That's a big boost of parts going in there. The video has kind of stalled, kind of 4 views over the last 24 hours, but subscribers were up to 485, which is pretty brilliant. I'm just going to have a stroll down to the post office, drop off these parcels, and then come back and talk used parts and the plan, which is going to be epic. So I'll be back soon. So those of you that have been with me a while will remember these Lord of the Rings sets, of which there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Some of them pretty cool, like that one, particularly cool. Not sure if I'm going to list that one or not. Some good minifigures, and the debate way back when was whether or not to break them up or whether or not to list the minifigures and the parts, and at that stage I didn't have any used going on. So these are going to be the first ones that are going to be broken down and added to the used, and obviously because they're kind of in their sets, they're pretty easy to go through and check from an inventory point of view and add into the store. Minifigures easily pulled apart and listed as used, and that will give us a big swathe of used, albeit all Lord of the Rings, but pretty cool. I mean, some of these sets are pretty outstandingly cool. I mean, there's a Gandalf, there's one of these. I don't really watch or I have watched Lord of the Rings, but I'm not an aficionado. He's got to be worth a few bob, hasn't he? I mean, he's pretty decent. I recognise him. I think it's Sean Bean, the only guy that's always had a Yorkshire accent, whatever he's done anywhere in the world. But yeah, so the Hobbit, Lord of the Rings sets to be listed, and then from the storage unit I pulled out these 2 containers, which are pretty heavy, I'll be honest, and they're all Star Wars because that's pretty much what I've collected over the years, and they're all smashed up from a first order transporter to an Anakin's Y-Wing in there. There's the Phantom, there's lots of snow speeders, there's a Bespin original one there, there is a BB-8 something or other there. You know, there's a lot of stuff in here. There's a skiff in that one, there's a tie, first order tie there, there's all sorts in here. What the hell is that? An Imperial shuttle. And knowing that I can whiten some of these parts if need be, that kind of changes the game a little bit. There's lots of canopies, bags of bits. I don't know what's in there. There's some other stuff in there that shouldn't be in there, but you never know. What's that? More snow speeders. And then in the second tub is an equally random assortment. There is a bag here of bricks that hasn't been opened. Another one that hasn't been opened, which has got some minifigure parts in it. There's Han Solo's thing, Plo Koon's thing, looking a bit shabby. There's a quad jumper in part. There's that, is that Kylo Ren's shuttle? I don't know, there's a lot of stuff in here, but obviously not as easy to sort through because it's all mangled up and been kind of broken down as it's travelled around the world. There's Rebels stuff, some more parts, a fighter tank. Yeah, I mean there's heaps of stuff in here, but again, I kind of pulled them out, and then I realised that I've got nowhere near enough room to keep all this in the drawers that I have. So I'm going to kind of start with the easy stuff, which is the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings, and then maybe work my way through this, cherry picking some of the better things, like there's a little minifigure in there. Don't know who he is. To get him out and have a look. How does he get out? There he is. Oh, we've lost him in the box. I think it might be poor Dameron, eh? Anyway, so there could be some little gems in here. I don't know whether to do like a little recording of me sorting it or something like that as a bit of a filler. People might be interested in that. If you are, leave a comment down below, and I might record kind of like a top-down view of me sorting through some of this, kind of finding some interesting bits. There's a figure in there. There's one of them things from that Stormtrooper battle pack that they did way back when. Yeah, some good stuff in here. There's an A-Wing with the A-Wing pilot still in it. There is a bit of city in there as well, actually. I don't know, that's crept in there. But yeah, it could all be in here. What else is in there? That one could be Speed Champions. And a crocodile. You don't often see them in Star Wars. But anyway, so that is the plan. Adding a bit of lots, a bit of variety. So there's two of them. That's probably about 20 kilos worth sitting there on top of this Lord of the Rings stuff, which I'm going to start having a go at. I'm just going to do one of these today and get it listed and see how it goes, really. It kind of used has been going. It's not a perfect system the way I'm doing it, with it just loose in the drawer. But as I've said previously, I just don't not have the capacity to recreate this scale of operation with the cupboards and all of that to do used as well. So it's a bit like I'll probably fill these drawers up and then let them kind of deplete a bit and then fill them up again. But I'm going to do some sorting through this stuff by part type, pulling out the more interesting bits. Maybe list those first and then collect them into groupings of maybe wedge plates or types of parts, and list them in batches as I go along, really, and pulling out minifigures obviously and getting those listed. So it could be an interesting little journey. It could give us some interesting lot counts, certainly pull some people to the store, I would hope. But it's been sitting in the storage unit since before we began. So it's time to move on it, and we'll also do some whitening of some parts along the way, I think, because that worked really well on those horses. So yeah, that's a little update. Friday morning, 4 orders in overnight, and a big push on the used parts. I added 2 of those Lord of the Rings sets last night, and a big chunk of used parts already kind of come in overnight. So the first 2 big orders, 1 medium order and 1 small order, 1 international, 3 local. So the first big one is how many? It is 313 items, 109 lots. So that one took a little while. Across the spectrum of colours, as you can see. A lot of trans stuff, a whole heap of black stuff, a mixture of greys and stuff like that. Yeah, only a smattering of used in that one. This one is the medium order. This one actually came in this morning whilst I was picking others. So this one's just domestic letter. There's only 10 bits of used in that one. So I've not separated them out because you can't tell the difference with these sets anyway. And then the large order is 702 items over 52 lots, going domestic parcel post. So we'll see how that goes. There's the big bundle of used, a lot of dark grey in this one, a whole heap of tan and dark tan. A few bits I was missing. maybe 3 or 4 bits, parts, missing the odd 1 or 2, which is bloody annoying. Not sure how it happened, especially in the 1x1 plates and tiles. Not sure how that's happened, because they're not something that you kind of miscount, are they? Because they're only tiny, so you only get a few of them at a time. So a bit of a refund to figure out on that one. And then the international one is the Indiana Jones fedora, a headgear hood, and a couple of chains. Those chains always go well. So easy package for that one, easy package for that one, medium box for that one. I'm not sure about that one, whether that'll be a medium box or a large box. But so going to continue with adding these used Lord of the Rings sets today. Do those 2 today, hopefully. Probably not tackle the Star Wars ones, given that it's a Friday. The YouTube video that I put up about how to part out has gone gangbusters again. Kind of, you know, it's only been not even a day, and that's up to 248. A couple of good comments as well about copying remarks from another file, which yeah, I'll have to figure out how to do it specifically, but that's really good. And I've added another blog to the website as well, which I don't actually have bookmarked, but let's have a little pop over there. Oh yeah, there you go. Pull back a bit so you can see what I'm doing. On the blog aspect of this, I've added a new blog about how to choose Lego sets for part out. So that's the 4th blog that's on there now, so that's going nicely. Traffic seems to be okay. I mean, it's not going to be stellar. It's a fairly niche market, isn't it? But yeah, I've kind of done the 2 that's kind of linked to the videos. I haven't done a part out one yet. I might do that in time, maybe in the next week or 2, but that's pretty good. So where are we on the store front? Let's have a little refresh. I think I showed you this last night anyway, didn't I? So we're sitting at 169.65. We are not going to get to the 170 today, that's for sure. But those big orders taking a chunk out of how close we were to 170, but that's the way it goes, isn't it? In terms of the comments, they continue to be good. I always love reading those, especially the ones that are kind of a little bit ambiguous or just not that enthusiastic, like items I've described. It's like, well, you'd bloody hope so, wouldn't you? Otherwise, that would be a crap one. There was one that was no problems or something like that. That was particularly just like, yeah, that's the minimum you should be aiming for, really, isn't it? No problems. But people continue to be happy with the service, which does make it all worthwhile. So where are we? That's it, really. Kind of the plan for today is really get these off to the post office, continue with putting these used parts in. I definitely don't want to put too many used parts in, because otherwise it just becomes like a minefield of trying to find stuff, and it really does slow you down without being able to replicate the draw system for used. So it will be a bit of a drip feed of parts getting in, but when we get into the Star Wars containers, I will do something to try and kind of walk through the good stuff that we find in there, because I think that might be interesting and exciting to kind of discover what's in there and what's worth what. So yeah, crack on with stuff. If there's any orders during the day, I'll report in on that, and then come back towards the end of the day for the weekly wrap up. Speak to you later. You know the drill. Just as I'm going to the post office, orders arrive. Not just as I was going, which is lucky because it's the tale of 2 orders. We have a 1-part order, which is a great value. This what is it? Round brick with side pinholes ×4 at $8, which is like an amazing price for a single piece, isn't it? Versus the largest order ever received. 871 items across 28 lots. Definitely someone going all out on the pirates, and is it pirates? Yeah, theme. Whole bunch of kind of slopes and wedges, whatever, for making some kind of castle, clearing me out of all of the larger scale blue plates, clearly some kind of ocean scene. The old white slopes and wedges, kind of making some kind of fortress, mixed with some more light blue grey, obviously making some rock work, and clearing me out of the old dark blue grey dark blue 1x2 tiles, and picking up 3 of the minifigures out of the Eldorado set. So a cracking order to finish the week. Finish the week, metaphorically speaking, you know what I mean. So I'm just going to pack these up and then get off down to the post office with them all, and come back and close out the week. Also, I need to make a note of all of the parts in here that are clearing us out. That little list is already looking quite substantial from this morning's orders. All of those crazy numbers that look like the opening credits of 7. Well, there's going to be quite a few more added to it from that little lot, especially these kind of 1x2x4 slopes and things like that. So plenty going into the restock lists, and I've still not done anything about that, which I will do when I get back. Okay, get this done. Okay, Friday, end of the week. It's been a short week because we lost Monday to travel delays, which is probably means this video is going to be a bit shorter than usual, but maybe that'll be a good thing, because this week's how-to video is not a day old and it's already done 300 views, which is phenomenal. So pleased with that. Subscribers, we're up to 487, ticking along to that halfway mark. Just a reminder to everyone that's watching, once we get to 1,000, I am giving away a clone turbo tank, like the vintage one, complete set, no minifigures, but a complete vintage set. So if you are in any doubt whether it's worth subscribing, just get subscribing, and then one of the first 1,000 subscribers will be picked at random, or something like that, to win the turbo tank. So yeah, so the week has been so far predictably a little bit odd, and I don't know whether that is because we haven't been uploading every day, and in fact there was a whole week before we uploaded yesterday, and everything was quite a small medium size order until today, where there's been 3 pretty big orders. So we are typically, as we always are, entering the weekend pretty much down on total sales, average sales. Sales per day is down. That's not often the case. Bricklink dominating as usual. Brickowl continues to be marginal sales. Total sales income is way down. Total shipping is way down. Again, that $3.90 shipping price point has definitely impacted that. For the better, I think, in some regards. People are getting a better deal as a buyer. It's affecting that number, but it will sort itself out over the course of this month and next. Highest value item, probably a minifigure, I would say that was, and the highest quantity, 150, which was in that last order with the pirate stuff. In terms of where we are, it's got to be tan. Tan is the winner. There's a first day for those that love this chart. Tan and the dark blue grey. Tan just sneaking it, 298 versus 297. Tan taking it out by 1. And then in the items versus lots, we had a big jump up there. Oh yeah, that's because we uploaded 20,000 parts, wasn't it? Which took us up to that 170-ish mark. Where are we sitting currently? Not that one, this one. We are sitting at 168, 193. A little bit of stuff to be added over the weekend. The objective is to kind of start the week as close to 170 as we can get, but with sales continuing, which is a good thing, don't get me wrong, that's very difficult and gets harder and harder to keep pushing on. But that's the name of the game, isn't it? As I think I've said before, the idea is to get total parts to 0, really. Not that you want to get to 0, because then you're not going to be selling anything, but it's kind of the objective. That's definitely the highest lot count we've had at 8713, which is really good. So yeah, it's a healthy little chart, isn't it? That kind of little bump there was where we added all those minifigures, and that's where we added that 20,000 parts this week. Interesting, isn't it, when you kind of see all of that coming together? Yeah, I wonder what time frame that is. Is that just October? The last 30 days, is it? Yeah. Good job I screen grab those things as I go along, isn't it? So yeah, that's the week. Where we're sitting at the month, it's obviously been the best month yet. Quite incredible. In terms of its breakdown, we have sold a lot of minifigures. Although that pie chart kind of looks very misrepresented, but you know, nearly 13,000 parts sold versus 167 minifigures. I still think 167 minifigures is a great deal to be sold. Average sales per day sitting at 5.9, which I think is fantastic. I'm so pleased with that, and long may that continue. Total sales 158,000, up 72% on September. Is that right? 108 to 158 doesn't seem to be a 72% increase. Their stats do confuse me sometimes. Anyway, that's where we're at. Weekend plans for me, well, for you should go and check out the website, yellowbrickroad.shop. All the videos are up there. There's obviously the blog section, if I haven't plugged this already. Oh, there you can see me. There's the blog section with a little bit of reading, probably typos and everything. Just my ramblings. Nothing particularly different to what I've been talking about on here if you watch the videos, but useful resources and some links, especially in the equipment article. Links to the places where I bought some of the equipment and shelves and drawers and things that I've been using. So in terms of me for the weekend, I've got to update my restock document, wanted list with all of these red listings. I have got these used sets to catalogue and get in the inventory. There is some reallocation that I need to do. Moped going past outside. Some reallocation that I need to get done in the shelves and a bit of reorganisation. I have got 2 tubs here of different parts, some cones, some cups, some more cones, some masonry corners, some jumper plates, and a load of slopes and things like that I want to get listed. Some more reallocation over there. And I think I'm going to have a little bit of a tidy up over in that corner over there in readiness for getting some more drawer units to go over there. But depends what the weekend brings in terms of personal life, because it is important to have a work-life balance. But yeah, that's me. Thanks for watching this week. Sorry it was a little bit shorter, which it may well be, but as always, it's been great fun. See you next week for more adventures and some more used parts adventures as we dive into those Lego Star Wars tubs and see what little gems are hiding in there, and continue to try and push on adding more inventory to the store. So if you've enjoyed the video this week, please do subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like. If you've got questions, leave them down below. I'll try and answer them in the videos. I didn't get to show you the mock that I talked about that I wanted to show you, so I'll do that next week from the builder who does amazing photography. I'll do that next week. He's on Instagram, and it's a Rebels Ghost photography thing that he did, and it was a cockpit piece that he bought from me, but I said I would plug it and I've forgotten to do it all week, just in the midst of everything else. But I will do that next week because it is incredible. So tune in next week to catch up on that, and I shall see you then. Thanks for watching.